Islands of Santa Maria versus Victoria Guzman. The defense pleads not guilty.
Victoria Guzman, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Si, senor! Senora Guzman, do you know of the plot to kill Santiago Nassar before the plot was committed?
No, senor.
Really? We have an anonymous tip saying that you lied to Placida Lanera, Nassar's mother, saying that you did not know of the plot.
Well...
So, Miss Guzman, why did you not warn Mr. Nassar?
I did not warn him because I thought he was drunkard's talk.
Very well. Moving on. Did you or did you not have an affair with Santiago Nassar's father, Abraham?
That potentially may have occurred, but I was seduced and young. And when the affair was over, I was made into a house servant.
So, being a house servant has built up an anger inside of you, hasn't it?
I would not call myself an angry person.
But it was you that waved the angry knife in front of Nassar.
That was only in protection of my daughter!
Protection of your daughter? Could this have been an instance of killing for your child, such as what Miss Lakita Calhoun from Chicago, Illinois did for her abused daughter?
It was not I who ended Nassar's life.
But you saw an opportunity for his death and you held your tongue to protect your daughter?
Quite possibly.
That is all, Your Honor! Victoria, you are a good servant, correct? You did everything your master told you, right? You were just a defenseless woman, no skills except cooking, and you even had to accept that he could have this way with your daughter whenever he liked. Am I right?
Yes, I was very good at those things. He often harassed my daughter, and I was worried about her safety. I did not want her to live the life I lived! But I would never harm my master.
That is all, Your Honor. We would like to call a witness to the stand. Davina Floor. Your Honor, can we have this woman removed from our court, por favor? Motion carried. Bailiff, remove this specimen from my court. As I was saying, you can be completely honest.
Your Honor, I cannot.
Davina, if you cooperate with us, we will give you a plea deal, which means we will drop the negligent murder charge.
Okay, I accept.
So, Mrs. Flo, tell us about your relationship with Santiago Nassar.
I worked with him as a servant. We didn't have a relationship except that he would often harass me whenever he got the chance. I knew I was destined for his bed, and this brought a premature anxiety in me.
If you could tell us how he harassed you, Mrs. Flo.
He grabbed my entire...
I bet that was very traumatizing for you, Mrs. Flo.
It is, yes. It was always what he did when he caught me alone in some corner of the house.
Do you think your mother would harm Mr. Nassar if she had the chance?
No. She was a good servant. She only got angry when he tried to have his way with me. I was adamant in my faith, though. I knew that one day he would get me, and I hated him for it.
Moving on. Can you tell us about the day Nassar died? You said you saw him enter the house. Were you sure?
I am positive. I saw him walking up the stairs carrying what looked like roses.
Is it possible that you mistook the situation, knowing that Mr. Nassar was going to be killed?
No, I am positive it was him.
Then why did you enter the back of the house with it? Then why did he enter the back of the house with the guts everywhere later in the day?
Fine! I may not have seen him, okay? I was a little tipsy still, and he has done things to me that no girl ever want to go through.
I rest my case. I would like to call Mrs. Guzman back to the stand.
What? I cannot believe you're
Mrs. Guzman, wouldn't you say that you had disliked Miss Santiago, Mr. Nassar?
Well, I did not like him, but when he started groping my daughter, I began to hate him. But I would have never killed him.
But someone close to you said, and I quote, "You hadn't said anything to Santiago Nassar because in the depths of her heart she wanted to kill him."
Fine! I wanted to kill him! But I did not kill him. If I had killed him, I would have done it earlier in that day, with the knife I had in my hand in such malice that the entire world would have been mourning the death of Santiago Nassar.
Miss Guzman, let's go back to the beginning. Do you know of the plot to kill Mr. Nassar? Did you know of this plot when he came down for his morning cup of coffee?
Yes, I knew many hours before, and I was planning on telling him. But when he touched my daughter that way, I knew he must die that day. I never wanted my daughter to be like me. I just casually forgot. I knew, lied to Placida. I just wanted to protect my daughter, my only hope in life.
I rest my case. Miss Guzman, would you say that Mr. Nassar provoked you to commit this act?
Yes.
I rest my case. Would you like to call any more witnesses? No. No. Then we will proceed to the close of argument. Mrs. Guzman was told of this plot before Mr. Nassar came down to coffee. She casually forgot when he had molested her daughter. In this country, I thought at least, that people wouldn't casually forget things like that. Things that are life and death. The punishment for this memory lapse is not only that a fine gentleman died, but also that woman right there should be charged with negligent murder. From a scholarly source,
Source was Wikipedia.
it stated that negligent murder is when someone dies because someone does not do something. In this case, Miss Guzman did not tell Mr. Nassar of the plot to kill him, leaving him defenseless and in result letting him die. Yes, Miss Guzman was told of the plot to kill Santiago Nassar before his morning call. She was planning on telling him, but because of circumstances that arose between Mr. Nassar and her daughter, Davina, one would understand why someone would forget such things. I propose that these charges be dropped and that Miss Guzman be given compensation for all she has been through. After taking all this into consideration, I will make the verdict. All rise for the Honorable Judge Cookie. In the case of the State of the Caribbean Islands of Santa Maria versus Victoria Guzman, I, the judge, find the defendant guilty of negligent murder. I sentence the defendant 20 years in jail with no parole. Davina, if you cooperate with us, we will give you a plea deal, which means we will drop the negligent murder charges.
Okay.
That's it. So, Miss Flo, tell us about your relationship with Mr. Nassar.
I worked with him as a servant. We didn't have a relationship together. He would often harass me whenever he got the chance.
Cut!